iDubbbz, the guy who made Leafy disappear, made Rice Gum look like a clown, and turned Content Cop into a digital death sentence. Fast forward to 2025, and he's not ending anyone's career except for his own. In a single video, he reignited Content Cop, targeted Ethan Klein, a longtime supporter, and triggered a chain reaction so bad.
Wakey, wakey, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan.
Wake up, Ethan.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Wake up.
Ethan, wake up.
Not gonna do a react content yet, chat.
I could not believe my eyes with the cringe I just watched. All the worst streamers on the internet in one frame. And this was supposed to be Content Cop? Following this iDubbbz charity event collapse, half the internet disowned him and people started asking if he was the villain all along. Damn, Ian really became the YouTuber he would make Content Cop about. To be fair, his audience hates this video, over 500,000 dislikes now. What a tragedy. Ian doesn't know what he's doing anymore. I think it's safe to say you either die the hero, or you make one more Content Cop and meet your legacy. This isn't just a bad comeback, this is the slow motion self-destruction of a creator who used to stand for something and now can't even stand the sight of his own reflection. Back in the day, he was the guy who didn't care what was acceptable. He dropped Content Cop episodes like nukes, he tore apart hypocrisy, and he coined phrases like "it's just a word" in defense of free speech. He wasn't trying to be liked, he was trying to be right, and honestly, most of the time, he was. He went after Tana Mojo for being fake woke, Keemstar, Leafy, Rice Gum. He mocked these channels for being greedy, clout-hungry, or overly sensitive, and he built his empire on that no BS, brutally honest attitude. But fast forward a few years, and suddenly iDubbbz was a changed man. He disowned his Content Cop series, he apologized for his language, he called his old content hurtful and insensitive, and dropped a video in May 2023 which shocked everyone. He publicly apologized with his video, "I miss the old iDubbbz."
I've realized that I need to be crystal clear about what I believe, so there's no room for ambiguity. I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel, and I've also created a culture of apathy and I don't know, a lot of like cruelty as well. Like, you know, some of the videos I've made have been very not edgy. I don't think they you know, some of these videos were edgy. I think they were just outright cruel.
He not only apologized for the Content Cop era, but he unlisted nearly all of his Content Cop videos, removing them from public view. These were his most viral, high-performing pieces of content, so taking them down directly pulled millions of views from his channel. iDubbbz lost 233 million views and 80,000 subscribers in just May 2023 alone. His longtime fans felt betrayed. His edgy content that originally drew them in is now gone, and the apology didn't completely land on them. His comment section flooded with, "Content Cops were the best, people needed to be called out. To be fair, some deserved the Content Cop on them." Aside from how the videos were done, I do think that the idea of Content Cop is good, and shitty people really did face consequences because of them. And when people mocked him for falling off, he said he was just maturing, growing up, becoming more responsible. Okay, fine, personal growth is valid, but then explain this. In April 2025, the same guy drops a new Content Cop, not on some trending menace or clout-chasing influencer, but on Ethan Klein, one of his former friends and supporters.
Wakey, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan.
The video wasn't just a funny roast, it felt bitter and personal. He criticized Ethan's mental health, mocked his weight, accused him of selling out, flip-flopping politically, and being morally bankrupt.
Been kind of
slipping into a very unhealthy place where it's gotten worse and worse, and I get criticized more and more, and I get more defensive and more holed up, a feeling of almost infallibility.
And he is in a situation that's making him extremely scared, paranoid, defensive, sensitive, and I'm sure other features and feelings.
And this is the same guy who called Content Cop toxic just over a year ago? It really did age like milk. The video quickly received massive backlash, garnering over 414,000 dislikes in a matter of hours. iDubbbz, are you okay? You seem to be crashing out and are in some serious need of mental help. Like, please, talk to your therapist. How the f did Ian get so brain broken? I've never seen someone make such a huge shift in ideology before like iDubbbz. It's really strange to see the same person but act nothing like they once were in only a short amount of time. And even worse is when he brought a panel of the internet's worst streamers in one frame just to make an invalid point valid. All of this hassle just desperately trying to be relevant again. However, nobody was buying his cringe. You can't apologize for Content Cop and then upload a 45-minute roast video on a guy who used to be your friend. And the attack on Ethan Klein video was a disaster. What happened next was a full-scale business meltdown, because iDubbbz didn't just lose goodwill, he lost his crown jewel, Creator Clash. Creator Clash events are a recurring for-profit crossover boxing event co-founded by iDubbbz and his wife Anissa Joma. The first two events were successful too. However, after the controversial Ethan video, that all started unraveling. Within days, fighters began dropping out. Fighter Harley Morenstein decided to drop out of the influencer boxing event, further escalating the drama surrounding it. Another fighter, and also a producer on H3H3, dropped out only days after the release of the controversial video. By May the 3rd, 2025, iDubbbz and his wife formally stepped down from Creator Clash. In a Reddit post, he wrote, "I wanted to clear some things up now that Anissa and I are no longer a part of Creator Clash. When I announced CC3 and its new business model, the communication wasn't clear. After CC2 failed to raise any money for charity, we knew it was time for a different business model. Originally scheduled for June 28, 2025, Creator Clash 3 was quietly rescheduled to October 25, 2025, with ticket sales still ongoing despite fan concerns. If this wasn't enough, another shocking fact came to light. On the official website of Creator Clash, it was revealed that 34% of profit share originally allocated to Ian and Anissa is also being redistributed among the fighters following their departure. This was a big revelation for everyone. 34% is a huge deal considering it was supposed to be a charity event. iDubbbz also claimed that they hadn't actually taken a payout yet, and that if they did, it would be donated, but by that point, nobody cared. This was the same guy who, years earlier, tore apart YouTubers for being money hungry, fake, or morally performative. Now he's doing the exact same thing he was calling out. He was criticized heavily for his actions. He built Creator Clash to show he'd changed, then tried to take a third of the profits and called it charity. Furthermore, he also tried playing victim by uploading this.
Something that I've been struggling with for a long time on YouTube is concern trolling.
Right? There's a lot of concern trolling around small businesses.
This is the most boring kind of concern troll.
Get Snoop Dogg and Tupac the concern troll.
Concern troll.
Part of the reason I want to share this is because I know there are a lot of creators out there who have to deal with this on a regular basis. They have to be the ones to differentiate between authentic and inauthentic.
But you don't have to go too far to know what his fans think about him. Dude, Ian, just stop. Ian's entire career was built on concern trolling. Now he doesn't like it when the fingers are pointed at him, LMAO. Dude, your career is so cooked you could feed a village.